y'all are here, go to K.O. the Big Best House on the YouTube channel. Y'all get to see me live right here in this beautiful, historical Newtown Center, right in the heart of the Black community, right here at the essence of Sarasota. New beginnings at the beginning of Sarasota. We are the first community that y'all come through. And then, of course, you go through the heart. Y'all hear the sounds of the streets out there. People going on, man. That's a beautiful thing. Being in this new location. So, with that being said, to the YouTube people, thank y'all for tuning on here to the Grown Man Cigar Show with your host, Kel, the Big Bell Cigars. Right here, having new beginnings. Right here on the WRBA station, radio station. I said it like this here. In the near future, next year, coming into the new next year, we will be in 2021. Right back on with a new strong FM channel, WRBA1075.com, WRBA107.5 FM. Well, we keep it Wall Street ready, Backstreet April. I'm telling you right now, oh man, it's gonna be good. So for my YouTube folks, I'm telling you, hey, it's nice. For my people that's on Instagram, y'all get to see me loaded and live right here on WRBA 1075, WRBA radio station. Y'all download the app, y'all go to the iCloud, to your Play Store, y'all download the app, tell your friends about us right here. Download the app, y'all see the logo. Oh man, it's gonna be on. But like I say, when I leave back, oh man, I'll just let it speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? If you can walk into this room and Mr. Grimes put it together, artistically, if I said that correctly, the art, the pictures, the newspaper, if everybody used to read the Sarasota Herald Tribune, then let's say it like this here. Just brings on a whole new, with old school feel of just pure essence up in here, pure history, and you get to see, people like Robert Bud Thomas, who, he was not only a pioneer in the salon world, let me say it that way. But Bud cut your hair, cut you right. Yeah. But also too, he was a baseball coach, football coach. He was a philanthropist. He was a man about town right here in the heart of Newtown. And coming together with Mr. Jesse Grimes, I'm telling you, it just brings on a new, with the old feel of Sarasota, and speaks for it. So I say it like this here, like I said, when I'm spoken on my cigar, and and I'm talking to Mr. Grown Ass himself, Robert Brown, and we're sitting back and we talk about our history, not only with the Nasty Boys of Sarasota. There's a great difference between Sarasota Nasty Boys versus the Miami Nasty Boys. Two different groups, two different spellings, too, by the way. So y'all look the history up. We are the original Nasty Boys. Understand that. 1989, all day and day. So, but when you see, how truly we were blessed with the history of Sarasota, walking back into this building, and I've been in here before, but to walk in here, it's almost like walking in here for the first time and you saying that you're home again. Now, for y'all to try to make some sense out of that, trust me, I know it sounds like it's no sense, but I'm gonna make sense of it. It's kind of like when you step foot on Africa for the first time. And my experience of going to Africa was in 2008. And when I flew in on South Africa Airways and I came into Johannesburg, or the people there call it Joburg, the first time I stepped my foot on that ground, it's my first time ever being in this continent, but yet it felt like I'm home. So For people who don't understand that spiritual connection of it, it's the same way of walking into this building, having that spiritual connection. And when you walk into this room right here of this building at the historical Newtown Center, for us who grew up here, played, ran around, got in trouble. Oh yeah, I'm glad social media wasn't around. We got in trouble. Ooh, to the week, we'll be all on everywhere. Stealing from the mulberry trees. And going to, I say it like this, I grew up on North Orange Avenue, and I don't want to give the address. I would say it like that because there are people who actually stay there. That was my grandmother, Miss Alma Johnson, my great grandmother. And I say it like this here, when you walked into her house, it was just history walking into it. And I'm right there. It's kind of like being in chaos. You never know chaos is around when you're in the middle of it. It's kind of like when you're in the middle of the midst of things, it's kind of hard to see outside of it because you're already in the midst of it. You're brought up with the history as it unfolds before you. And so with that, it just, walking into this building, you're walking into history, and it's almost like you're walking in for the first time to everything you read in school. Let me say it like that. Things that you read outside of school, because we have a Newtown library. And let me say it like this here. To walk into a building like this here and to showcase the many talents, educators, philanthropists, public speakers, the men and women who paved the way for us to be right here are showcased right in this room. And it's just, oh my gosh. I'm going to say it like this here. I'm going to take a sip for that right there. Wow. I don't know how, when the spirits are in you, as y'all take a sip on your spirit and you puff it on your cigar, the spirits kind of thrive you in a way of which you cannot describe it. So to come back home for the first time again, it's a beautiful thing. And Ronnie, I can't describe it right now. I really cannot describe, and like I say, for my YouTube people, I'm gonna lean back, so y'all can see, beyond the big bell, beyond Ronnie Phelps right here, R-E-P-S-Y himself. This goes beyond us.
Yes.
It goes beyond us because, it goes to the fact that, I'm looking at like, oh man, I would just read off some of the history that I get the chance to see, about like the baddest basketball
team. Yes, sir. Look high.
In the nation. Let's say it like this here. I know New York, y'all got y'all, I know y'all go to the park up there.
Yeah, but they need
Rutgers Park. But we have some people in the 60s that came from Rutgers Park because they heard about the Booker tornadoes.
Yes, sir. Howard Porter.
With Howard Porter. Mr. Howard Porter was raining threes if you had threes back in the days. Let's say it like this here. The Booker tornadoes back in the 60s and the 70s. Oh man. Oh. There's a lot of history here when it comes to our sports. And the man I'm talking about, and I'm gonna show y'all.
Look how high he is over the rim.
That's Mr. Howard Porter, who I'm talking about.
Who went play professional.
He played professional basketball. I'm gonna tell you, Sarasota has a lot of talent. Let me tell you like this here. And I will go on it right now. If y'all go to the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith, and y'all ask Emmitt, when he played football for Escambia High up there in Escambia, Florida, and you ask him, who was your toughest people? He said, football, when you cross that doggone Skyway Bridge,
Okay, nah.
y'all got hell on your hands. Y'all got some hell in your hands. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Sarasota was the gateway for a lot of superstars.
Yes, sir.
So for y'all to see Mr. Howard Porter, NBA superstar, yes, he was. Philanthropist, motivator speaker, athletic inclined to the utmost. That's just part of our history. That's right here. And it showcases so many things that I can't describe it. So that's why I say when you walk through a building like this here, and you get to see the history of, oh man, 1954 Booker High tornado. Let's say it like this here. Oh man, this history right here, this is history. And I'm gonna tell y'all, yeah, I know it's the Grown Ass Cigar Show, but we have to start from somewhere. And as y'all see the history of, I cannot describe it to y'all. I really can't. 1955. This is actually 1954, going into 55. And I'm looking at these names of people who, of course they're no longer here, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. Some of them are still here.
Yes, sir.
These were young men that paved the way to where now y'all got, District 8, District 5, levels of schools now. Y'all say 5A and 6A and 7A, 8A. Back in the days, we didn't have those particular districts. You just came and you played hard, and the best team won. That's how it was. So with that, I'm telling you, there's a lot of history right here. And it brings on a whole new meaning, whole new humbleness and beginnings for us, for the WRBA family. I'm telling you, this is gonna be classmatic or climatic, how you want to put it. And I'm telling y'all, man, I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna take a little small break right now. I'm gonna tell you right now that the show is brought to you by Silver City Window Tinting. If it's glass, it can be tinted. Y'all come over and rate you up at 941-539-5637. That's 539-5637. Y'all put that 941 at the beginning of it. Silver City Window Tinting. If it's glass, it can be tinted. My boy is vocal. Holler at Reggie. Tell him the big best entry. Also, too, grownash.com. This is grownash.com. Hey, like I told y'all go smoke. I want y'all looking good. Because why? Because when you feel good, you look good, you smoke good, everything is all good. Yes, indeed. So brought to you by grownash.com. And if y'all want to get y'all accessories right, y'all go to Fire Gems. That's FIYA Gems. Holla at the first lady, Patsy, and she gets you looking right. Ladies, y'all got a beautiful ensemble. Y'all get at her. Fellas, she got something for y'all. Trust me, she got something for you. She make you looking right. She accessorizes you all day and day. FireGems.com all day. And for my YouTube people, I want to say thank y'all for tuning on in. My Instagram people, thank y'all for tuning on in as well. I'm going to show some love back. I just had to show some love to it. Right here, these new beginnings at the historical Newtown Center. I'm going to take a small break and make my switch back over to the Facebook page and have my closing remarks for the show.